Hi there, it's Tracy Woods from Landlord Smart. Thank you for inquiring about our approved supplier partnership program. I want to share with you the smart option for your customers. Why using Landlord Smart and referring people to us makes sense. Well, it's all to do with leasing furniture but not buying it. And don't worry, you're still going to get paid as usual and earn commissions from us by referring people to us. So what if your customers could come to you and select the furniture and quality that they want rather than what they can afford? We know that within the property industry, people are going to suppliers and trying to get the best deals on furniture because by the time they're looking for it, they've generally overspent on their budget and they haven't got enough money to pay for what they would really like. This solution actually takes that worry away because they don't need to find the capital up front. And the fact is that they can retain their capital and invest in other things that will make them money rather than furniture that actually once the money's gone, it's gone. The benefit of also using Landlord Smart and the lease finance product that we offer is that it helps them to maintain a healthy cash flow. They can put down the lease finance cost as a monthly outgoing within their business for that property. So it helps them to identify the income the property is going to generate and the outgoings that they're going to be spending on that property. And the biggest beauty for our customers is that this service makes them 100% tax efficient in their business because they can claim every monthly payment of the lease finance as a revenue expense before they pay tax on any profits. So in effect, their tenants and their customers, if they're doing serviced accommodation, are actually paying for the furniture rather than them. So what are the key benefits to you as a supplier? Well, working with Landlord Smart will make you more money. You're going to be offering your customers lease finance as an option. So it's a finance package from the only specialist lease finance provider for property people. We don't work with anybody other than property people. We know the business, we know the strategies that they use, and we know and we've proved that we can find the most suitable finance for the residential rental market. You're going to be providing added value service to your customers and growing your business because you're removing the barrier to cash for purchase. They don't need that cash and therefore they might even be buying better quality furniture at a higher price because it's not all driven by price. We work to pre-screen customers when they're sent to us so that we know the ones that are going to be accepted and it's not wasting your time. We act as the admin hub in the process between yourself, the customer, the finance provider to ensure that everybody is kept aware of the application at every stage during the process. We want to ensure that when you deliver goods, you get paid for those items and everything runs smoothly. You'll benefit from Landlord Smart's networking and marketing capabilities. We are all over social media and we love nothing better than promoting our customers and also tagging in and mentioning those suppliers that have provided the furniture that makes those projects look so amazing. So you'll be promoted for every customer that you send our way. And let's face it, if a customer experiences an outstanding service from you and from us, more business is going to be generated through repeat business and word of mouth because everybody will be talking about us rather than just you. What can you earn from Landlord Smart? So we do pay commissions to our approved suppliers and that depends on the number of deals that you refer to us. So we pay you commission for every successful application that goes through. The commission relates to the number of deals, as I mentioned. So under 50 deals per month, you get a commission of 1% of the lease value. And that lease value is the figure excluding VAT. And that's always a minimum of £50. Over 50 deals per month, that increases up to 2% of the lease value with a minimum of £100. So you imagine you're sending 50 deals to us and earning a minimum of £100 on every deal every month. Just how much money you can make. Landlord Smart will issue with a monthly statement for those completed transactions, and then you invoice us and we pay your commission within 14 days. So what is Landlord Smart and what is our mission? Who are we? Well, we're here to help landlords grow their property businesses in the quickest, most tax efficient way, conserving the capital that they would normally use on furniture to invest in more and make them more money. There's a fantastic quote by John Paul Getty. He says, if it appreciates, buy it. That's what property people do when they're buying property. It's an asset that appreciates, and if it depreciates, lease it. And unfortunately, furniture and other items we put into these properties are depreciating assets. So the best option is to lease it. Now, to date, we've helped our customers keep over 1.2 million in their pockets, and we've paid hundreds of pounds to our suppliers. So you can really benefit from recommending our service. So what happens at this moment in time when somebody doesn't know about Landlord Smart? Well, they're probably going to do lots of shopping, and you're a supplier, so they're going to come to you and say, I need X, Y, and Z. I'm furnishing a project, HMO, service accommodation unit, anything that needs furnishing. They're going to be asking you for lots of different items, and that can include things like pictures on the walls, electrical items, beddings, the kitting out of kitchens and bathrooms, etc. They're going to be asking you for your best price. Whatever that price is, they're going to have to pay you upfront for those items before you will deliver them. Now let's take an example of £5,000 worth of furniture and other items. Plus VAT, that means they've got to find £6,000 out of their pocket. And the worst thing is that once they've paid you for it, it goes down as a capital expenditure within their business accounts. And that only gets written down by capital allowances over the years. And many, many years later, they will have only got back a small amount of the money that they've actually outlaid. Now, with Landlord Smart, the difference is that they can still come to you and ask for what they want, because that is the relationship that they will have with you as a supplier, to give them what they want. But the big difference is that they don't part with the £6,000. So Landlord Smart and the finance will actually pay you, the supplier, for the amount of those goods. The benefit then to the customer is that they're then on a 3-year lease with fixed monthly payments. They know exactly how much they're going to be paying every month for 3-year term, and every single one of those monthly payments can be claimed as an expense to their property business before their tax payments are calculated. So it's not a capital expenditure anymore, it's a revenue expense. So in effect, tenants and customers are paying for the furniture rather than your customer. So here's an example of somebody that has used us many, many times. And in fact, this quote says 3 times. They've been back to us over and over again. Building a business in serviced accommodation apartments on a rent-to-rent basis. They come to a supplier, select the supplier, furnish them, and we pay the bill. So every time they've used us, it could be £4,000 or £5,000 that they would have had to find if they didn't use Landlord Smart. Another example of a customer that we've helped, we helped these guys actually keep £13,000 in their pocket on the furniture they would have put into their project. This was a large pub conversion project, but we also helped them get back £16,000 for purchases that had already been made in the refurbishment and conversion of this pub into a super HMO. And the way we did that was we saw the invoices and the payments that had been made from their business, and we claimed that back on a sale and lease back. So they got another £16,000, and that was for things like kitchens, bathrooms, etc. within that refurbishment. So we don't only cover furniture. So how does Landlord Smart work? We work with you and your customer to ensure that we can get finance in place as quickly as possible. You provide your customer with a quote for the items, and this quote can be sent to us as a referral. We begin the application process and we get a decision in principle within 72 hours, which we advise you of. Paperwork then needs to be signed by the customer, which can take a bit of time, and payment is made by our lease funder directly to you. We do offer pre-delivery and post-delivery finance to suit any urgency and delivery timeframes. So no matter when your customer wants the items, even if it's tomorrow, as long as they are happy to pay you, we can then give you the money once the finance is approved, and you can refund that to your customer. I want to take you through an example of lease finance, because one of the biggest questions that we get asked is, surely lease finance is expensive. It's going to cost me a lot of money. So I'm using the example of £5,000 here, and this is over a 3-year lease term. And for a brand new property company, because we work with brand new companies and reputable, recognisable companies that have a lot more experience, but for a new company, you're looking at a monthly payment of about £194, and it does vary on the status of the customer. So in total, for the £5,000 worth of furniture, they're going to be repaying £6,995, which equates to interest of £1,995. Now, if you stopped here, you would say that this is very expensive. Wow, that's a lot of interest on £5,000. However, the real beauty is, because it's going through your property business, they get corporation tax relief on those payments, every single one of those payments. So in fact, the cost to them is only £666 over the 3-year term. That's £222 a year to have access to £5,000 worth of furniture without parting with any of their money up front. That equates to 4.44%. It's really not as expensive as people think. And if anybody asks you about the costs, you can always refer them to our website and our calculator page, which actually lays out all of these figures once you enter the amount that you need the lease for. So what does Landlord Smart do for the customer and for you as a supplier? We have expertise on the property market. We understand the world of property. As I mentioned, our focus is purely the property world and the sector of providing furnished rental accommodation. We don't finance anything else. So our expertise enables us to talk to these customers and understand their requirements, not just for today, but for the future as well. So we're not looking at funding just the first deal, we're looking at funding deals in the future for them too. Sourcing, so we source the right funder that is applicable to the customer and their individual circumstances. We have a whole board of funders that are applicable and will relate to different customers in different situations in a different way. So we can find the right one. The screening process, we understand what these funders want to know. So we ask our customers for all the information that's necessary up front so that when we submit the application, it's a quick and seamless process. We have an administration team that are focused purely on making those applications happen, ensuring that we get the decision in principle, ensuring that you, the supplier, the customer, knows what's going on at all times during the process. And finally, Landlord Smart on the tax side, because we take ownership of the goods at the end, the person, i.e. the customer, is not taking ownership during this lease term or even at the end of the term. So that allows them to claim every monthly payment as a revenue expense because they're effectively renting the items during the term. So the next question we get asked a lot is, what happens for your customers in 3 years' time? Well, we're going to contact them just before their lease is due to expire, and we will offer them a continued use of goods for a small fee. Now that fee relates to 2 times their monthly payments that they had on the lease. So if it was £200 a month, for £400, we will allow them to continue the use of the goods. That covers us taking the ownership of the goods to Landlord Smart and for them to continue using it on a small rental basis. So once they've paid that fee at the end of the 3-year term, they will continue to use the goods as long as they want during year 4 and 5 before the goods then end up needing to be replaced. They can choose to replace the goods at the end of the 3-year term, so they can take a new lease with new items if they wish to upgrade. And if they do need to dispose of any goods, that is their responsibility and it will be at their cost. Landlord Smart is all about wanting to support the business now and in the future. So we want to do the best thing by our customers. So how do your customers contact us? Well, we are all over the internet. We have a fantastic website that's got an FAQ section which answers lots and lots of questions that we're always getting asked. And we also are on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. So you can find us, you can email us, you can telephone us. And we will send you, as part of the sign-up pack to become one of our approved suppliers, a leaflet, i.e. that you can send out to customers if they need more information about us. But when your customer comes to us, we just need to know that they've come from you, and we'll ensure that you get paid. So sign up with us today. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and we look forward to working with you as one of our approved suppliers in the future.